I am ready.
Awesome. Alrighty, during this mock interview, we're going to focus on instructional practices, classroom management, and professional development that we learn in educational psychology. So, go ahead and just take the next couple minutes and just introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I am currently completing the elementary education program at UVU, and I'll graduate in the spring of 2026 with my teaching certification. I also will have completed the praxis exams by then, so I'll be fully ready to teach. And I've always loved teaching, and I've had a couple experiences with teaching swim lessons during summers, and I currently teach at a preschool right now. In a preschool classroom, and I've always just really enjoyed it and felt that education is a really important aspect of everyone's lives and how it can really improve a person's life and just like basically contribute to our society as well. So
Awesome. That's amazing. How do you incorporate learning theories into your teaching practices, and can you provide an example of how a specific theory has informed your instruction?
yeah, so I really believe in the social learning theory, and I really think that it can help with how children learn best and how teachers can like help them learn best. So I feel like there's this one time where in my preschool class that there is a child who really did not like we give them snack, and like they really did not want to eat their snack because they thought this yogurt looks disgusting. They didn't want it on their plate, but we knew that we had to like offer it to them. And so they, from previous experiences, they have learned that other kids have asked for a try it plate, which is like a separate little plate we just put on the side. And so she learned that from other students and recalled the information, and then was able to use that to do the to help her communicate better for the next time. So I feel like learning from others and recalling that information can really help with their education.
Awesome. Can I ask the next question?
So how do you stay current with educational trends and professional development?
Yeah, I feel like that's a really great one. I feel like I keep up with educational trends through like quantitative data of like, like actual data, like research and like numbers of how the state and how like our country's doing and how the world is doing in terms of like numbers and reading scores and that type of stuff, like keeping up to date on news stories when it comes to that and how like everyone like kind of compares. But also I feel like qualitative like experiences from other teachers. I feel like that through social media, I follow a lot of teachers, and even though it's just their personal experience, I feel like that personal experience can really help out other teachers gain ideas and feel supported by their educational community. And so I really do enjoy like keeping up with other fellow teachers on social media and seeing what they're struggling and how they're dealing with that. And I feel like I learn a lot through that as well.
What strategies do you use to engage students who are reluctant to participate or seem disengaged?
Yeah, I feel like for students that are reluctant to participate, I feel that a lot of times they don't feel personally, of course they don't feel personally motivated with the material, and I feel like figuring out the root of like why they feel that way, or maybe they feel like, I'm not a math person, so I don't want to pay attention to this math thing, or how does this math help me in my life, and so they don't feel like personally motivated or involved with it. I feel like understanding that that knowledge and education does affect your life and this specific thing, even if you don't see how it applies to you right now, like helping see how it applies, and then also understanding how they learn best and the ways that they learn that are interesting and engaging to them. Like if they really like using their hands, or if they really like a certain subject or certain area or activity that they really like learning that subject through, like incorporating that to like, and of course you can't appeal to that one student all the time, but trying to work that in to appeal to the whole class and also engage that student with material.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for your time and your responses. And do you have any constructive feedback?
I think it's pretty good, and we're looking forward to that.
I really enjoyed your responses. I think that it's important to have a lot, especially for like looking at different ways that you'll stay up to date with teaching practices and things like that. I liked that you mentioned understanding like where the state lays and things like that, and understanding the numbers and the quantitative data. I think it's also important to consider things like meeting, like what is that called when everyone comes together?
Like
a conference.
conference.
Conferences. Thank you. Goodness, that word completely left my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like conferences, I feel like are a really good thing to look forward to. But
I think it's also really important to like stay connected, because there's a lot of teachers, they already teach for so long and they just want to use the same methods over and over again. And it's really important for new teachers to like stay with the trend and just like develop newer methods to help students learn better.
for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.